My biggest challenge has been being presented with opportunities that are not locally based and having to choose whether to take the opportunity, leave my children, and go and take up that opportunity. When that happened, I had to seriously consider there was a growth opportunity in my career, but then there was my children who were teenagers at that time. I sat down with my family and we had to decide what would be best. Would it be best for me to take that opportunity that would see me grow in my career, leave my children with my family as I was away? I'd be away for about 4 years. And the big consensus, though, was very resounding, yes, go ahead, grow your career. We will take care of the kids. And every time you need to come back home, just know your kids are safe. So, having to choose whether to take an opportunity and leave your children behind should not be one of those things. This opportunity was in an organization that was not going to give me a family-based opportunity. So it's just you by yourself. If you carry your children, all the expenses for that would be for yourself, met by yourself. So that was a difficult one for me. Eventually, I did take up the position. I moved to West Africa, precisely Burkina Faso. I stayed in Burkina Faso for 2 years. Then I moved to Uganda for 2 years. And when the contract was over, I came back home and my kids by then were out of high school. So I missed a few years of their growing because of that opportunity. Yes, absolutely, I would. Just knowing that you have the support that you need to make those decisions would allow me to do it again. Some people don't have that opportunity. That strong family support is something that I was glad I had, and it's not for everyone. I talked to my mother, my father, and my sisters, and they were good to go with my children. But it's not everybody who's presented with that opportunity that would have the same strong family base that would say, go ahead. So I'd do it again in a heartbeat. My biggest risk is changing my profession. I haven't changed it per se, but really moving away from mainstream legal system because I'm a lawyer by training. I got an opportunity to get into the agricultural sector 20 years ago, and I have not left. The biggest challenge for me there is I have not taken out my practicing certificate for a few years now, just because I've seen agriculture is the place for me to be. Big risk because I'm sure just like any other family would be like, oh, we have a lawyer in the family, and then all of a sudden, no, she's not a lawyer anymore. She works in the agricultural sector. And explaining to them why agriculture to me meant so much. I thought I'd do it for 5 years, get back to practice law. I haven't. I still think that maybe when I retire, I'll get back and take my practicing certificate and be a policy advisor within the agricultural space. For me, that was a risk because, well, if it didn't work out and I hadn't taken my practicing certificate for a number of years now, what would happen to me? Would I have a fallback? But now I have no regrets. Some risks are worth taking. Just jump in, give it a try, keep swimming, and guess what? It will work out in the end. Believe in yourself, because unless you believe in yourself, if you go out there and you don't believe in yourself, it actually shows. So having that self first is what would be the biggest advice. And then have a base that you can go back to, just a sounding board, people who can listen to your ideas, walk with you, walk the journey with you, criticize you when you're making mistakes. That's the advice I'd give. So take chances, be brave, but you must trust in yourself, because if you don't trust in yourself, no matter what opportunities present themselves, you will never succeed with them.